Well, greetings and welcome to another edition of Coffee with Cade. My name is Kristen Young, your host, and I am excited to be here. So I am excited to have our guest, Ms. Carolyn Carlos, who is part of the Daughters of Hannah support group. A lot of us have family and friends who are supportive overall, but when it comes to this fertility journey, when it comes to talking to people who have no idea what it's like to be on the journey, it becomes a little difficult. And we feel, some of us feel very isolated because as much as our family loves us and wants to support, they really just don't know how. They really just don't understand. So it's always a beautiful thing when you can connect with other families, with other women, with others who have gone through. So Karen, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me here. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. I have been excited. I actually just learned about Daughters of Hannah a few months ago. So I am excited to have you on and just to be able to share with our community and with our audience about what you all do and just again, just having another resource. So can you tell me a little bit about your journey?
All right. I've been married for almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years in September, and we've been trying basically all of that time.
Mhm.
Um, didn't realize we had any issues because we'd actually been together for 6 years with no pregnancy, no anything. Um,
Mhm.
and we decided to get intervention. I think we started 2 years ago with meeting with fertility doctors, getting all the tests done, everything, the gamut of being probed and prodded, and found out that, we have male factor infertility. So there's some
Mm.
low sperm count and motility issues. My husband is 10 years older than I am.
Okay.
So it's kind of expected, but you always hear that men can keep having babies for forever. So we didn't think that it would be a big deal, but it is.
Mhm. Mhm.
We've tried two IUI cycles with no success. We have had one pregnancy without intervention. Actually, before we tried IUI, I got pregnant in April of 2019.
Mhm.
Well, technically March, I guess, but found out in
Mhm.
April. And unfortunately, we miscarried soon after that. It was a blighted ovum, and we haven't had another pregnancy since then. Uh,
Mhm.
it's been a journey, to say the least. It's been very emotional, very stressful, but again, we're remaining hopeful. We're trying it one more time at least for IUI. We're also in the process of filling out paperwork for adoption as well. We just bought this big, beautiful house. So we need to fill it up. We definitely want to fill it up with children. And, no matter which way we do it, we want to be blessed with children and be a blessing to them as well. Yeah, it's, I won't cry.
But it's
But
okay if you do. It's
it
okay
is
if you
okay
do.
if I do. It is okay. I'm having a moment for sure right now. And, looking around at what's going on in my family and all of that. We have babies and, you know, other kids that are growing up. And I just think about my potential children, who are they going to
Mhm.
be around? Who are they going to grow up with? Who are going to be their cousins and all of that? So those things are constantly on the forefront of my mind as we go through this journey. And that's again what keeps me hopeful, and keeps me hopeful. And I'll have a biological child or an adopted child that I'll treat just as my own. But ultimately, we are going to grow our family.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And that's so important. Just the language you're using. We are going to grow our family. You are an overcomer. And I appreciate you sharing that part of your story because we all arrive at different points in life, different goals in life in different ways. And it's all okay. It's
Yes.
all part of our story, and it's important to share our story. So thank you so much for choosing to share that with us. Now, I know that you are a part of the Daughters of Hannah support group. So tell me a little bit about Daughters of Hannah and how you got started with them.
So, Daughters of Hannah, I can't stress how important they have been to me over these past. I think it's only been 2 years since I've been part of the group.
Okay.
But so we started. Well, they started because it was before me in 2016 at Greater Piney Grove Baptist Church in Atlanta. So prior to COVID, we would meet monthly at the church to have our group meeting, and honestly, just from what I have gotten from this group, it came at a time where I was, just getting into this journey, so to speak, as far as finding out um, what it consists of. You know what I mean? Like finding out about the test, finding out about um, what types of infertility are out there. And my primary doctor, I found a bunch of groups on Facebook, but I'd never met in person with anyone. And my primary doctor was like, you need to find a group, like, you need to find support. Yeah, online is fine, but you need to find support. And like it was truly God. It was nothing but God that Panya, who's one of the leaders in the group, and she's an admin on our Facebook groups and Instagram, actually posted in one of the other fertility groups that I was a part of. And I was like, Atlanta, Googling it. And it was like basically in between my job and home. So I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, I can definitely try this. And it has truly, truly blessed me.
Yeah.
It really has to be, yes, you have your social media and all of that, but to be with someone with skin on, you know what I mean, like that has gone through what you've gone through, and
Hmm.
are still coming out and still showing support for each other, like even in the midst of their own struggles, they were there for me. And that was the year that I ended up getting pregnant, and I honestly think that was part of it. Like I had a place to release, a
Hmm.
place to let go of everything and just be myself in
Yeah.
all that encompasses. And Daughters of Hannah provided that for me, and even now with the pandemic, we can't meet in person, even though the five leaders, we were like, we're trying, but we're like, no, COVID, be safe. The fact that now we are virtual, oh my gosh, our meetings are so awesome. Like we're getting people, I think we've had somebody from London and
I
Canada
love
and
it.
yeah, so it's like, not just the US, and of course we get people from California as well, but we are, I'm gonna say it, we're worldwide.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
you
Say that.
know,
Say that.
and we're providing a safe space,
Mhm.
we're changing, I don't want to say changing the conversation. We're actually enabling people to have the conversation about, infertility, miscarriage, and all the struggles that all of that encompasses. And it's just wonderful. It's a wonderful space, a wonderful environment. This group of women, the things, I mean, I am thankful, to them for even starting it, and even more thankful that, we get to branch out in this current environment. Like it is
Mhm.
awesome, and we started even a new group, Hannah's Answered Prayers, for those that, because we like to say that we want people to graduate. We don't want you to
Mhm.
stay, here. We
Mhm.
want you to graduate. And
Mhm.
so we've made this other group as well for those who have graduated, and are currently pregnant and need a different type of support, because
Mhm.
once you've been pregnant and you've had a loss and you get pregnant again, there's just so much that goes into that. And I'm just thankful that we're growing, changing, and still supporting women. It is a
I love
wonderful
it.
feeling.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So you're giving us all this good stuff, but you haven't told us how to find you. How do we connect? When do you meet? Yes, yes. Tell us all
so
the good details.
So actually, we're meeting today. We do meet the fourth Thursday of every month, at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can search for us, Daughters of Hannah, on Facebook, and then our Instagram is at Hannah's Daughters. Um, So just ask to join, search us out. We'll definitely give you the information for our Zoom meetings every month. We have a book club as well. So, we're doing, more than infertility. We're trying to branch out and say, hey, we do have, other things going on. We read. It's not necessarily fertility related, but it's just to give us that space again, just to
Absolutely.
again be ourselves. And if we want to talk about, what's going on with us, we can. If we want to stick to the book, we can. If we want to have a line, we can. So yeah, definitely check us out at Hannah's Daughters on Instagram. We're also on Clubhouse as well. So to give a different feel, Clubhouse is pretty awesome. You don't have to show your face. So if you're not dressed or anything, you can just talk. You can come to the stage and share however you want to do it.
I love it, and I know the Cade Foundation has partnered with Daughters of Hannah, and we also have a book club, and I know Panya has been in our book club. So you all have been a true blessing to the community, to the Cade Foundation. So what is in your cup?
Well, so I can get me some nice, plump, juicy eggs, I got my water.
Ditto. I'm on the water as well. I gotta get the fitness right, and gotta keep it healthy.
Yes.
So yes, that good old water never disappoints. Well, thank you so much once again, Karen, for joining us with Coffee with Cade. Thank you to all of the Daughters of Hannah community. Thank you to all of our viewers for continuing to support us. Let us know what you want to hear. What topics do you want to hear about, learn about, share about?